All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, I just want to put this PSA out there to make sure to be ready for Tesla inventory drops because I'm speculating that there's going to be a good amount coming very, very soon. Maybe even it's already happening, and it actually kind of is. So we'll take a look at some data out there. We'll see what the inventory websites are looking at to see if there's like a slight uptick because we are getting into the last few days of the month, last few days of the quarter for Tesla. Well, we have 3 more business days and 1 New Year's Eve on Saturday. So really it's only like 2 business days. So if you're trying to get a Tesla and take advantage of this $7,500 discount, you got to be ready. You got to get all the apps ready and set up to be ready to pull the trigger. So we'll take a look at it. But before we get into it, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We actually do like, 2 to 3 videos a day here, so definitely hit the subscribe if you're loving this content. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon, down below in the description, but more on that later. So this is kind of like my hypothesis. It's been brewing for a little, my hypothesis. It's been brewing for a little bit, but I've been polling my channel and other members for a few days now. One second. For a few days now, I want to see kind of what is the sentiment out there, what's going on with the people's orders. And so it happened a couple days ago where I kind of just put a poll out there and saying like, what's your order status? So this was 3 days ago when I knew there was a lot of orders that just came into the books from the $700 or $7,500 discount. And, it looks like a lot of people had an order date set, which is great. Some people took delivery, but there's a good, third majority, fourth majority that had no VIN yet or had their estimated delivery date pushed to January 2023. And so my hypothesis was there's like a storm brewing. I mean, pun intended, across the country. There's a storm that could be delaying deliveries from the factories all the way to the East Coast. And then on top of that, I feel like there's, a very, very small percentage that, kind of like myself sometimes where we kind of put money down and we try and purchase something, but, sometimes it doesn't make sense, doesn't line up, or financing can't come through or whatever, then you just got to opt out because it's just not the right time at the end of the day. So this was, you can see a bunch of polls I made. I kept, polling and polling. Here was one 2 days ago. Did you just cancel your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y order, and why? So 18%, what was it? 18% of 500 votes, almost 100 people said they pushed my delivery to January and I'll miss out. And another 12% said Tesla financing was way too much, etc., for whatever the rate, yada, yada, yada. So this is what I've been speculating. Like there's going to be inventory drops, and it looks like it is starting to happen across the board. If you go to waitingfortesla.com, you can see there's a little slight uptick of model drops across the board at least from the past few days. It was pretty much dead. Inventory went down to 0 for the Model 3 and Model Y. But today, on the 27th, on Tuesday, we had 47 Model Y drops and 12 Model 3 drops. So if you've been waiting on the sideline, if you have not put your name on a website and put your name on a Tesla yet, make sure to stalk these websites. Waitingfortesla.com. Shout out to them for building this amazing site. You can see the Model Ys and Model 3s across the country, and it seems like whenever they pop up, they disappear immediately. And when I was here looking at this earlier today, there was a ton that just popped up in the California area, which makes sense, right? Like if you think about it, like we don't know exactly, or at least I don't know how exactly Tesla logistically, ships their vehicles. But let's say they build the Model Y or the Model 3 in Fremont in Texas, and they're thinking they're going to deliver it across the country to wherever, and that person cancels or the EDD gets pushed and then they cancel. So they kind of have to make this last minute pivot like, hey, we can sell this today, or at least let's try to. It's in California. Let's see if there's someone in California that will buy it, put their name on it, and take delivery. So that's kind of like my hypothesis So if you've been waiting, I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? Like, make sure you have your notifications set up for these websites. Make sure you follow Waiting for Tesla on their Twitter. Make sure to join their Discord as well. You can go to like by section, by state, and by model. You can set alerts so that your phone, once you download the app, it pings you once a vehicle pops up. Like, there's so many different ways to make sure you stay in the know for when Tesla inventory pops up. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Of course, this is a craze right now because of the $7,500 discount that's on the Model 3 and the Model Y, and that disappears after December 31st. If you do not take delivery by December 31st, or if you're someone that has had their EDD or estimated delivery date pushed to January, you're kind of SOL. Like, Tesla has not came out and said they're going to do anything for you, not even get a refund. So we don't even know, like, they might. Like, I guess I could kind of throw it out there. They might do something. It's probably going to be very, very small because, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like, giving $7,000 off of the $70,500 of price, or then giving them like $1,000 and keeping their order, like, and they get the tax credit on top of that, that might be still a good deal. But I feel like there's a good amount of people that are just canceling it because they want the $7,500 discount, or they don't even qualify for that tax credit next year. So they just want to like lock in that $7,500 discount, immediately today, and they don't want to even wait for any sort of tax credit. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. But let me know what your guys' thoughts on this. Are you in the same boat? You think there's going to be an uptick in inventory? I mean, we're already kind of seeing it today. I mean, once we go to tomorrow, we're going to see if there's even more Model Y and Model 3 inventory drops. But I guess this is just my PSA, be ready. I think it's coming. I'm like a 90% sure that there's going to be inventory drops a lot more today, tomorrow, and as we get closer, especially if you're in like states where the factories are, California, Texas, you might have a pretty good shot on getting this deal, this $7,500 discount. But I definitely understand we're getting near to the end of the month. It's definitely a holiday season as well, so financing might not be get squared away pretty easily. But just be patient out there. Everybody is certainly trying to help you and get you into a Tesla. And, my other tip is really just like, make sure your local Tesla sales center has your contact info. Make sure maybe text them every single day, or at least to remind them that you're ready to buy whatever XYZ, and also be flexible, with what vehicle you're interested in. Like, be open to colors, options, and all that stuff. But today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon. Down below in the description, you can find a Patreon link where you can support the channel with different benefit levels that start anywhere from certain prices. And one of the benefits is that you can actually schedule a call with me. If you have any questions on buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla, you can schedule a 15-minute call where you can ask me any questions about any of that. And after you get that call or join the Patreon at certain levels, you get links to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal. So definitely check that if you're interested. But just being here, you all commenting, watching, hitting the like button, and subscribe goes a long way. All right, Francisco, welcome back. Waiting. Okay. My credit union sends the funds, sign the docs today morning. Congrats. Very nice. Make sure your credit union also sends you a picture of the check that they're going to send to Tesla, and sends you the tracking number so that you can show that to Tesla to make sure you're squared away. Francisco, I reserved 2, only buying one Model Y. What's the deal on the other one? Where are you at? What's the details? Put it in the chats. Maybe someone will reach out to you. What's the build price? Does it have a demo discount? What state are you in? Is the back end of the account filled out? I mean, a lot of that stuff matters for you to be able to actually transfer it. Abraham, Tesla released my Model 3 order because they wouldn't transfer it from Santa Barbara to the Bay Area. They put my account on hold. How do I get my money back? They pretty much canceled my order. Interesting. So have they not offered you to just go pick it up in Santa Barbara? Because I feel like it's California, right? So it doesn't essentially matter. Like, my friend right now, he just put his name on a Model Y. He's in LA, and the delivery center is like way east. So he has to go, drive 2 hours to go get it, but they're at least letting him do it. It's kind of weird that they won't let you just pick it up from Santa Barbara, because I think it would just be worth it to just make it a road trip. It'd be your fun first Tesla supercharging road trip at the end of it. Definitely pretty interesting. JT, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. J Card just took delivery Model Y. Home delivery, car is flawless. Car came with 63% charge, and they drove 40 miles from the original odometer. Interesting. Okay, I mean, any Tesla is going to have some sort of mileage, no matter what. As long as it, to me, I mean, I would buy a brand new Tesla all the way up to like 3,000 miles. But if it's brand new, like not demo status, like anywhere from 100 to 200 miles is a-okay at the end of the day, because they have to move the car from place to place. In Fusion, do you recommend buying a vehicle before December 31st, or do you think the price of Model Y 2023 will go down in 2023? So we actually made a video about this yesterday, piping in some feedback. Paul Fosse, or Foss, sorry if I butchered that again, Paul. He made a great article about pricing predictions next year and all that stuff. So we talked about all the different models that are coming out for the next year, and like kind of like what the predictions are at the end of the day, because it definitely gets pretty interesting out there for sure. I mean, I certainly think prices are going to go down, but we don't know the timing on that. I don't know like at what point they certainly are going to, but like at the end of the day, it will go down slowly, but it's not going to go like drastically down like right off the bat. Tesla's going to release, slowly go down on prices throughout the end of next year. And yeah, basically it's going to be at a certain speed at the end of the day, but they're not going to go too crazy. Chevy 2, a lot of folks will be disappointed. Tesla pushed my delivery date to Friday, considering that I ordered on 22nd, paying cash. Interesting. Yeah, it's coming down straight to the wire. That's what, the second day in the last May of the month, for sure. Abraham, it's about 5 hours. Yeah, I mean, but like at this point, like well, I guess the 5 hours has to be worth it to you. I mean, you could fly into Burbank or something, or there's gonna be an airport like Santa Barbara. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, Francisco, I'm in Glendale, Los Angeles. It's for a 4680 Model Y with black interior with 20-inch rims. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Long range. Too nice for me. I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, exactly. But I forgot to one thing. Shout out to my newest Patreon members. Thanks you for the supporting channel. Newest member John and Sajan. If I said that correctly, thank you for supporting the channel and joining the Patreon. Hope you're enjoying the group, and hope you liked the new documents that you got. And I think I'm scheduling a call with you, Sajan, in a little bit, so we'll talk soon. McCary, deciding between delivery of Model 3 Performance, brand new, or demo with 700 miles, but a 2580 discount. Do you think the demo is worth the discount? I think so, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good discount you're getting. It's not, I mean, 700 miles is nothing in my opinion, and you're getting good discount from that. I mean, as long as the build is what you like, it's not, something like crazy that you don't want, then for sure, then I would just go for that at the end of the day. There's Santa Barbara Airport Southwest flies out there. Oh, good to know. I learned something new today. Thank you. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.